Turns out, even with half the human race gone, it's still hard to get a decent job. My father was a saturation diver, one of the worst gigs on old Earth, though well paid. He'd spend weeks in a steel tube with a bunch of sweaty guys. Any malfunction would mean a messy death. You had goosebumps every time something creaked. For me, it's about the same, only the pay is worse. 12 years ago, a dark and deadly wanderer came from somewhere outside our galaxy, at half the speed of light. When it glanced at Earth, smashing the moon to bits, everything descended into chaos. People thought that was it, we'd never recover. But we did. The stuff we found and the fragments of the wanderer kinda helped. Exotic matter, isotopes never heard of in the solar system, multi-dimensional crystals. When we ran out, we wanted more. Asteroid mining took a back seat. Old ships were being repurposed as deep space whalers and sent into the Oort cloud. We spent months looking for objects coming from God knows where. They use hyperjumps to close the gap, and at these speeds and G-forces, it only takes one error, one miscalculation. Some crews have disappeared. I keep hearing rumours they found more than what they bargained for. Still, the spice must flow. We all sign NDAs the length of a toilet roll, and cybersecurity squads purge whatever they want from the net. Guess I can only hope that next time it won't be me. Just like my father did. Especially now. Signing up on a ship with a name like that was just looking for trouble. Sedna Outpost, the outer solar system. We're home. Precisely 300 astronomical units from home, but it's close enough. We're still lightheaded, memories are hazing. A familiar feeling, as if a part of you was left behind with every jump and it took several hours to catch up. When our souls return to us, we'll be waiting for them over a round of drinks and some cosy "access denied, airlocks disabled, boarding bridge detected." What? Platform 6 is closed for maintenance. Please vacate this area. Ground control, what the hell is this about? You've been placed under quarantine. Sorry for your inconvenience. Say again, get me a flight director or... Please await further instructions and have a nice day. Ground control, out. I don't like this one bit.
Anyone receiving? Good job, you've kept your personal comms open. Friendly advice from another crew here. Looks like you're screwed. The word in the colonies was that your ship was lost with all hands. There's a welcome party on the way. They're packing gear that can break open your can in seconds. Look, I'd hate to be in your shoes, guys, but if I were, I'd probably do my best to get as far away from this place as possible. Good luck.
In this line of work, you're either ready for anything or dead. They can control almost all of the ship remotely, but we know a trick or two. We don't know what game they're playing, but one thing is certain. No one will boss us around on our own ship.
Nemesis campaign. So we've never actually played a fully cooperative Nemesis game yet on recording, have we? It's all been trying to murder each other in one form or another. So yeah, this time we are playing through the Untold Stories comic book that came with the Kickstarter, so it's got a cooperative campaign for us to go through. So the four of us, the soldier, the engineer, the scout and the pilot, are on board our ship, the Ariadne. And we've been told by an unknown benefactor that Marines are coming to storm our ship and the station's placed on lockdown. We need to get out. So the way we win this mission is by fixing all three engines. They are currently all broke, sending the signal and getting into cryo. We don't all necessarily have to get into cryo. If one person is and the first player, if there's a tie, then votes to go for it, we just go. And some people go splat, I guess. But let's try not to do that. So it specifically says that items and status effects, injuries, that sort of things will carry over into the next mission. So we do want to try and do well. So we've all picked our characters, we've all got starting player. So Phil, as the soldier, you get to go first. Draw 5 cards. It does say as well that the interrupt card is basically useless in this mission. However, if you are holding on to it when a negative event happens, then you can use it to potentially lessen some of the effects you may suffer. So it could be worth hanging on to an interruption card for that.
I'm going to discard interruption.
No fear. Let's go.
To there.
Soldier moves in. It is the armory. Slime. There are 3 things in the armory, and slime triggers an event.
It smelled like I imagined toxic waste would. My first thought, get it off yourself. Now. Then I noticed it. Don't remember these names. I don't even know how this ended up on my skin. What's happening to my head?
So, slime. Discard 2 cards at random from your hand. Put 1 clue in the campaign pool. Continue the mission. So, soldiers stumbled into the army. It's covered in an unknown but very viscous substance. And is immediately discarded 2 cards to get it off him.
Do I need a slime marker as well then?
Do not.
No.
What about the clue? The clue is one of those player-based things there. If you just take the purple one off and just chuck it on the playboard. Okay. So, first one stepped in, discovered slime, and had to burn 2 cards to get it off him.
Yeah, I'm just going to move again.
Moving again, where are we going? Into this room, what we got? The emergency room, treat wounds, and it is broken.
Guys, I could really use some help now.
Close all doors leading into and out of the room you are in. Place 1 standard ammo injury marker next to your character miniature. It represents air being vented out of the room. Remove it at the start of the next round. If the marker is gone and your character is still trapped in the room, suffer 1 light wound at the start of each round. Once any door leading to this room is open, the effect ends. So, as the soldier so recklessly charges on ahead into the emergency room, the ship's AI, which has been corrupted by the station, they've taken the control of the ship essentially, has sealed all the doors and is venting oxygen out of the room. We might want to help him, maybe. Just a thought. Yes, that's soldier's 2 actions for now. Moves to pilot.
I can save myself with my 1 remaining card.
Oh, you can get rid of one of the doors?
Destroy a door, yeah.
Okay, that's because that would remove the status effect then, and it would stop the oxygen bleed. So yeah, so we don't have to save him then.
So
is what that says.
So I'm not going to then. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically he said, guys, it's fine. I got it.
So the radar, I'm going to blow the door.
What's that ticking on here?
I'm going to knowledge of the ship to move, and then I'll just move again with all frame going up.
Okay, so pilot has moved twice and has found storage. It's broke with 1 item inside. We've already had the malfunction event, so I don't think anything else happens with that.
You also get locked in a room.
Sadly not.
I can do some repairs next turn, so that's fine.
Okay, so pilots move from the command centre to the armory and discover the storage, which is broken, but there is 1 item inside. Scout.
I'm going to move with my rest action,
Yep.
and then I'm going to search.
So searching the armory. 2 items remaining. Get some red cards.
No.
Okay, so here's my plan. I don't have the vents this turn, but I probably will next turn. So I'm thinking the lab's there. That's where we need to research an egg, right? So if I go down to the nest this turn, pick up the egg, and get ready to pop out of that blue vent.
This sounds like a plan to me, yeah.
And pop out of one of the other vents on the ship. If I can get, because this one I could just travel through the vents. It doesn't specify it has to be a specific colour. So I can grab an egg, into engine 3, fix engine 3, research the egg in the lab, book it to cryo. Keep a hand of fast repairs then, because there's a lot of stuff broke on this ship. I will get rid of rest and interruption to move 1, 2, and join the pilot in storage. Mm-hmm. Back to the soldier, whose room is still venting.
So if you're going to go to the lab and play demolition,
Mm-hmm.
nothing to destroy that one.
This one.
Yeah, because if you're going to sort engine 3 out.
Yeah, fair. So that status Marcus goes away, and that was your last card, right?
That's it, yeah. Pass.
Okay, so yeah, the soldier uses his last ability to kick down the door between the emergency room and the comms room, which has stopped the atmosphere from being leaking. Mm-hmm. But the other doors are still shut. Pilot.
I'll repair the room.
Okay, fixing the room. Storage is now repaired.
Then why not? I'll move into there.
Headed down into this room. What do we got? It is surgery. The door shuts behind you, and there are 2 items inside. And because the door shuts behind you, that does trigger a event.
Mm-hmm.
It started to close just as I was passing through. Perfect timing. This was not a coincidence.
As you step into surgery, the door almost crushes you completely. Perfect timing, you only just managed to get out, but you do suffer a serious wound to the leg. If you're a scientist, you suffer to the serious wound to the body instead. Yeah, so leg serious wound for the pilot as she steps into surgery, and the door has closed on top of her. Good start. Well, you're in the wrong place. The emergency room's over there. But, yeah. Scout.
So I'll spend 2 actions to shift over.
Storage is there if that's what you wanted to do.
It's not that I can do this turn, so yeah, I'll do that and search. So there's 2 cards.
Okay, so that's all your cards. There is now... actually, you use the room action, not items, so we don't twist it.
I get the key. The
evacuation key.
evacuation key.
Oh, cool. So the scout has moved from the armory into storage and spent the remaining 2 cards to use the room function instead of searching for items, and has pulled out a evacuation key. Right, engineer to go. Okay, we'll get rid of computer skills because I'm moving into the nest. And there is no computers in the nest. Dead silence. So there are no items in the nest. So, that is an on activation for event number 2. So, event number 2 when we enter the nest.
What the hell is this?
Choose one. Pick up the object, see event 11, or ignore the object, continue the mission. Mysterious egg on our ship. Yeah, I think we need it. So I will choose to pick up the egg.
This did not belong here. This quarantine, I think I know why it was ordered. No time, get to work. I'd feel safer if someone looked at this thing in the lab.
It bursts open.
Give it a good shake.
Dale dies.
Yeah. I'd take off my helmet and put my face really close to this egg. The character receives an egg token. It is a heavy object. Place the choice A token and story triggered marker in the lab. So, if the character with an egg reaches the lab during this mission, destroy the egg and put choice A token in the campaign pool. Engineer has moved from storage to the nest, and actually that wasn't an action to pick that up. It's just a choice, so it didn't cost me a card to do. I think I'm going to need to repair and break a lot of things. So I'm going to pass with 2 cards in my hand that I can use for fixing stuff next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Soldier passed?
I've passed, yeah.
Pilot passed?
Forced to pass, yeah.
Forced to pass, okay. So then, everybody passes. The timer track moves down onto event 6. So, that doesn't play the ship up. What it does is trigger event 6.
The tipster was right. They do mean business. If they reach the hibernatorium before we make a jump, we're as good as dead. But if they don't, they'll turn into wet splatter on the walls.
So, put a Marine Squad token on each of the 2 access hatches. At the start of each turn, move the Marine Squad tokens 1 room towards the hibernatorium, ignoring any closed doors. The first squad moves through rooms numbered 4 and 5, the second one moves through 6 and 5. Put the event 9 token and a story trigger marker in the hibernatorium. Once the Marine token reaches this place, read event 9. I.e., we all get shot to pieces. So, Marines are now storming the ship from the evacuation sensors. So, they are going to move up to the ship and try to get into the hibernatorium. If we are unable to get the engines working and get to the hibernatorium, all 3 engines, then we're done for, basically. So, we're on a very strict time limit here. So, next turn then, Space Cat moves to the pilot. Draw 5 cards.
Well, I open one of the doors, doesn't really matter which. I open one of them.
To the engine?
Yep.
Okay, so pilot is opening one of the engine doors to engine room 1.
I'll search my room as well.
Searching the surgery. 1 item remaining, take some green cards.
Good choice.
Yeah, I've lost a choice.
Found some medical supplies. So the pilot has searched the surgery and opened the door to engine 1 and has found a med kit, I believe. Yep. So it moves to the scout.
I will.
I strongly suggest we get some of these doors open for escape routes.
I'll help you with this door by blowing it up, demolitions.
Destroying the door, okay.
And then I will search.
Searching
He just,
storage.
he just wants items for the next. Like,
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, he just wants items.
You
for the
do
next.
realise if we lose this, there is no next mission. It's going to be the shortest Nemesis campaign ever.
I'm a scout. I'm going off into the distance later. So
You're leaving
I need
it.
this grenade.
You're running off, is what you're saying. Yeah.
I need this handy grenade, this evacuation key, this energy charge.
Okay, so the scout has destroyed the door between storage and surgery, and then has found a grenade. So moves to the mechanic. So I will get rid of search and pyrotechnics to move to storage and to the comms room. So mechanic has moved from the nest to storage into the comms room. Goes back to the soldier.
So discarding rest to move into the comms room.
Yep.
And then discarding them two. There's the steel covering fire. And basic repairs for 2 because I'm no good at doing it.
Ooh, I should have realised there
discard
was
malfunction marker.
There was an event in the comms room when I moved in. Actually, it was danger. There were 2 items in there, but yep. So you fixed the comms room. Let me just see what event 2 was real quick.
It looked clear, but I should have known. Their AI must have found hundreds of ways to kill us with our own ship.
What I should have done when it was my turn, we kind of skipped it. So as the mechanic walked into the comms room, the AI has essentially electrified the floor and has dealt the mechanic 2 light wounds. I do not have a interrupt card to make that 1 wound. So yeah, 2 light wounds to the mechanic. Then the soldier activated and moved from the emergency room to the comms room and has fixed the comms room. Moves to the pilot.
So there's not much I can do. Are you going to activate the signal?
I can't on my turn.
Because then
Yeah,
hopefully,
you don't think you have enough cards left, surely. Yeah.
hopefully next turn I'll be able to do the engine. So I'm just going to search the surgery one more time.
But if not, I'll definitely set it next turn.
No, I don't this turn, it's fine.
I'll get a med kit
Okay.
again. And then I'm going to dress my serious wound.
Okay. So then, the pilot has found another med kit in the surgery and has used it to dress the serious wound that was caused by the door closing on their legs. Moves to scout.
I'll spend my interruption to join you in the comms room. And I'll spend scavenge and adrenaline to send the signal.
Cool. So, signal has been sent from the comms room. The scouts moved in from storage into the comms and sent the signal. Goes back to mechanic then. Okay, now I'll go to engine room and fix it. I'll not get greedy. So we'll move into the engine room and we shall repair it using ingenuity. And we'll discard technical corridors to get there. Okay, so mechanic has moved from comms to the emergency room and discarded to fix the room using his ingenuity. Moves to the soldier.
With my final card, I will search, hoping for tools and duct tape.
Yellow cards. So soldier is searching the comms room with his final action.
2 chemicals.
Good if someone made a flamethrower later, I suppose, but
I'll just move to the engine room.
pilot is moving into engine 1. Just the 1 card?
Yeah, just one, that's me.
Yeah, okay. Scout. Is he passing? Cool. And I will pass with the fast repairs in my hand. Okay then, so end of that turn then. So a bit more movement, but we've still not managed to fix any of the engines. However, we are in engine 1 and the signal has been sent. End of this turn, however, the marine squads are moving further into the ship. We have effectively 2 turns to finish and get everything done and back into cryo.
Feasible.
Feasible,
But not
certainly.
easy, not
I would
easy.
suggest stop rummaging the cupboards and.
I had no use for cards at the start.
You know how this was a cooperative game?
So, first player passes to Glenn. Get 5 cards.
Do we just get one person back to there and they start moving now?
And then we all
Worst
die.
case scenario, yes.
Because I know I can blow that. And then
However, we've still got 2 full turns. Like, let's try and get it before we
I'm
start
going to
sacrificing
spend
people.
adrenaline to come here. I'm going to spend demolitions to blow the door.
Cool.
And that's me.
Cool. So, Scout has moved from the comms room to the emergency room and has destroyed the door between there and the lab, making the way clear for the mechanic. So mechanic will let's keep a hand on that interruption card. Will get rid of search to move into the lab.
I'm not blowing the door.
You already. Oh, you wanted to do that
Phil,
first.
thing is, Phil can do that one.
Yeah, but no, I've only got one door I can destroy this turn,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I need it to be one of these ones to the engine.
I can do that
Yeah,
one.
if you can do that.
Yeah. So, lab's broke. Okay, if a character with an egg reaches the lab during this mission, destroy the egg and put choice A token in the campaign pool. So that doesn't cost me an action, I'm not researching it. We are destroying the egg and getting that choice A. Thank you. Okay, so that's gone. And that was not an action to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I shall then... I should have bloody searched in that room. Oh well. I'll demolition this door here. So, the engineer has moved into the lab and has triggered the thing which has now destroyed the egg and given us one of the choice tokens and has destroyed a door between there and engine 3. Moves to soldier.
So I can either move and blow that.
I say for now, move to me, blow the door,
Yeah, so we can get
so
that
I
going.
can get there activated,
Well,
And then I
we
can
go
always
there,
move back.
and then one of us can go back next
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah,
I agree with
so
that.
discard interruption, move to emergency, and then demolition, destroy one closed door.
Okay then, so soldier's moved out of the comms room to the emergency room and has destroyed the door leading to the monitoring room. Goes to the pilot.
I'll repair the engine.
Okay, engine 1 is now working.
Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to move out with old friend.
Cool. Moving back into the surgery. So the pilot has fixed engine 1 and has stepped back into the surgery. Goes to scout.
I'll search.
God's sake, Glenn.
I've got time.
Yeah, looking for some of us. I hope you better be sharing some of this loot when we need it.
Slowly. And then I'm going to move with scavenge.
Is it not
To
better
here.
if you go to fix the engines?
It is on fire.
Just because it takes me like 2 cards to do it.
I don't
Well-
think the scout's particularly technical.
Oh, they're not even.
No, I need 2 cards as well.
Alright.
Yeah.
So fire.
Okay, so monitor room is on fire. Does that trigger an event?
The ship has hundreds of vanes that silently pump its fluids. Reactor coolant, hydraulic oil, thruster fuel, drinkable water, waste. No one really remembers, or cares, what goes where. Until...
Okay, so as you have stepped into the monitoring room, one of the steam pipes next to you is completely overloaded and burst. You suffer a serious wound. If you have a interruption card to discard, it'll become a light wound instead. Good stuff.
Crew, I've got something here. Tell me it's something good. Did you know we had a big-ass cargo bay on the lower deck? There's something in there. Whatever it is, it has to wait. We have to take off now.
Okay, but you've still entered the monitoring room. As you did, you found that the ship actually has a rather large hidden cargo bay, and you can't quite tell what's in there. But there's no real time to explore it, however. But it does put a clue in the campaign pool. So if you take one of those and pass the gun, please. Okay, so destroyed the door and moved in. Was that your actions, or?
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
guessing I take light wound because the room's on fire.
Also, yes. Okay.
Any done?
So, the scout has moved from the emergency room by destroying the door. Upon entry, the room is on fire and has taken some scalding from the steam, but with some fast reactions has jumped out of the way to prevent itself getting burnt too badly. However, the room still is on fire, so that's 2 light wounds total, and has discovered something in the cargo bay. Moves to the mechanic. Okay, I will get rid of... Oh, I could keep pyrotechnics, so I can put that fire out later. I'll get rid of interruption to step into engine 3 and fast repairs to repair the engine. So, engine 3 is now working. Mechanic has stepped in from the lab to engine 3 and fixed the engine. Only one engine remains broken. Moves to the soldier.
Could you search the comms room to find tools?
There is one item left in it.
I've got search. I can
how many
move and
cards you got?
search.
You can
Great.
search the comm rooms for tools.
Come to me,
Actually, yeah, that could be
I think
life-saving.
search-
Even if it's not you
Come
that
to me
fixed the
and swap
engines, if we do
pivots.
find tools...
open trade, and I can give you that to draw 2 cards next turn.
Yeah, but if he comes to you, that costs an action to do that and he's going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Might as well search the comms room for tools.
Yeah. So discard full auto to move.
Yep.
Okay.
And then discard search.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then, so Soldier's moved back into the comms room and is searching for something to try and break the door down or fix the engine. Nothing, it's fire extinguishers. 2 fire extinguishers. Oh dear. Well, worth a punt. Okay, moves to pilot.
I'm just going to discard to move into storage, please.
Yep.
And then I have to stay there because I need to keep hold of demolitions.
Oh yeah, I
So I'll
can't.
pass keeping hold of demolitions.
Okay. Ooh.
I've already passed, so.
Yeah, this is looking quite tight. So, pilot is passed in storage, and the scout is out of cards, moves to the mechanic. It does not say that you need to be in the hibernatorium and climbing into cryo.
It's in
It
the
just
room.
says that get back to the hibernatorium on time. It does not say you need to climb in.
And then player 1 can decide if to leave.
It
at
says
any point.
anyone outside the hibernatorium
Oh
can
yeah,
take
yeah,
off.
okay, yeah.
So, reading that then, I don't think we need to climb into cryo, we just have to get there. With that in mind, I'll discard pyrotechnics. What?
No, I'm just counting. I'll be 1 off if I did extra cards.
To move back into the lab. So, mechanic has used his last one to move out of the engine into the lab. All players are passing?
Yep.
Yeah, so move the Marine squads into room 2. We have exactly 1 turn to reach the hibernatorium before the Marines get there. So, draw 5 cards. Okay.
I'm a bit stuck because I can't open the door. If I don't do anything, because it takes me 2 to do it without the door open to move, it's what do I do this turn? If the door's
Okay.
not open, I can't move and move back.
I have exactly enough cards to move to engine 2 and fix it. I have 0 items in my hand, right? I've already done the egg thing, it's been destroyed, we've got the thing. Don't need to... So, I am saying I will heroically sacrifice and
But it
fix
does-
the engine.
But it does mean we lose the mechanic.
Yes, it does.
Does Sam coming and opening the door enable
It
you?
will not let me get back
The
any
vents
quicker.
don't go there, do they?
No, you can't vent
Doesn't
into
it,
the
yeah. So might
cryo.
as well
And you
search
pass
and
after it, don't you?
Yes.
Mm.
So yeah, so I'm stuck. Like I could get to there, but then no one would fix engine 2. So, and since you all have item cards, I think it's better to preserve what you guys have got. So yeah, so with that in mind, I shall not rest. I shall not search. I shall move into emergency room and comms room. Let's go.
Are you sure you didn't want to search before you get in there?
No! We're doing this. Mechanic is moving towards engine 2 and yelling at everyone to get to cryo. He's got this. Moves to the soldier.
I'll move to storage. And then move again to the nest.
Okay. So soldier's moving.
The
his
soldier
way on the
shouldn't be
ship.
running away, should he?
He should not,
Should
but
be
there's nothing.
staying with the
Yeah, but there's
mechanic.
nothing to shoot. So what
You
was he
can't
going to
shoot
do?
the engine.
You can't make the engine work with bullets.
I'll search storage.
Okay, so
there's
nothing
any
in storage.
Or you're using
Yeah,
storage.
storage. So using the storage action to by discarding 2 cards to search storage.
Shotgun's not there.
Dibs.
Do I
For
dual
my
it?
next life.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. As a
Okay,
1 photon shot.
so that's 1 action.
yeah, and then I'll move into the nest.
Cool. So the pilot's found a prototype shotgun in storage and has moved into the nest. Goes to scout.
I'll search.
Yeah,
For 1
you-
item.
You got a lot of stuff to search, admittedly.
You think your shotgun's amazing? I could either have a pistol or the extra mag. Extended mag. Which would be good for probably gunner, though.
Yeah.
I'll take the extended mag. And then I will suppressive fire.
Oh wait, you can't change. But can you trade the extended mags?
Yeah. If I've not equipped it to a gun,
Okay.
then yeah.
Okay.
Which I haven't yet.
It's still an item. Well, it doesn't become a heavy item when you attach it.
No, but I'm saying if it's equipped to my weapon, then I can't only equip it.
So the scout has found a extended mag in the monitor room and is keeping it for later as she moves into cryo. Goes back to the mechanic. So the mechanic will, using his computer skills, open and close the door. Then, using his technical corridors, he will walk into engine 2, and that's him for now. Goes back to soldier.
The definition of heroin.
I will, discarding rest,
move into the hard control room
Yep.
and then pass.
Yep.
I'll do the same. It's got knowledge of the ship.
Okay, so both the pilot and the soldier are moving into the hibernatorium where they are safe. Goes to Scout.
I'm going to go to the monitor room. I'm going to go back to the hibernatorium.
Yeah, Scout has a little sprint about the ship, showing off how much free time she has.
Right, so I have to go back and just use my med kit to heal my serious thing. I can do it now. I can do
You
it
can do it
next
now.
time.
Yeah, because you only use one to like get in there, didn't you?
This is, I just forgot.
Okay, slight revision.
Sorry.
Pilot has moved into the hibernatorium and has completely healed her serious wound. Right. Yeah, Scout's done laps around the place. Mechanic will use the last bits of his ingenuity to fix engine 2. All the engines are working.
I vote we leave.
I think you'll find I have the first player token.
Yeah, but it's a majority vote.
Yeah, true. Okay, and with that, everyone is voting to take off and leave. So, engines are working, signal has been sent, the mechanic goes splat and is just paint on the back wall of the Ariadne. Everybody else is safe and cryo, and the marine squads are splattered against the door. We got away scot-free with only one casualty.
And the scout goes, aren't we missing someone?
Well, there are more of you guys.
I've just been doing a shopping trip around the entire ship.
It's all green. We're jumping as soon as we get clear of the station. Get to your fish tanks.
Do you think we could leave him a parting gift? We could turn around and blast the other pads clear with thrusters. There's a ton of sims down there, we can't just kill him.
Okay then, so we've taken off. We've managed to get away, but we do take a vote. So as we're leaving and the ship is about facing, the engines are pointing square at the docks where all the pursuit vessels are currently. So we can take a vote. We can destroy all docking ships, including some people that are just doing their general business, so we can murder a bunch of civilians, or we can not do that and just fly away. If the vote ends in the draw, the player who currently holds the first player token has the final decision. So, do you want to destroy the pursuit ships, killing a bunch of civvies on the way to try and buy some
really
time?
get a vote?
No, but their friends might.
I vote blast them all.
Kill them
away.
all.
Yeah.
Kill them all.
I think we did that last time. I want to see what they're living
Did
like.
we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I voted to kill them last time.
Why not?
I want them to survive. I'll be friendly this time.
Okay.
I'll vote to blast them all away.
Kill them.
Yikes.
It's down to you, Dale.
Really the more exciting one.
Fine, let's do what you guys want. Blast them. Right, so as the Ariadne turns about and faces the docks, the people just milling around, enjoying their day, having no idea what's happening off on our little ship, looks up as a plasma sun just ignites in front of them and their ash scatters off into the quantum winds. We've just murdered a bunch of innocent people, but we destroyed any pursuing ships, or some of them.
So you're saying there was like a touring group just with cameras?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, look at this!
There was like an open-top double-decker bus, and people are leaning out with their families, and they've just been swept away.
It's a scene from Terminator.
Indeed. No. Okay.
The ship's main computer is a beast, but it has its limits. There was one final decision to make before we went for a long, cold nap.
Also, because we have the choice A token, we have another choice. Before we go to sleep, we have a choice. We can analyse the egg to get the choice C token and go to mission 2, or we can just optimise thrust and calculate evasive manoeuvres and go to mission 2. So we've researched the egg. No, we have the egg to research. It is in the lab. The question is, do we divert computation power to research the egg, or do you want to go evasive and hopefully try and avoid some damage when they eventually do catch up with us?
I want to know what the egg is.
I vote evasive purely on the basis I'm a pilot.
I do as well.
With
I
what?
don't want to see what's in the egg. It's nothing good.
Don't want to see what's in the egg?
No, it's nothing
It
good.
might kill you.
I died for that egg. I know. I am saying research the egg.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, we get the choice C token.